Very good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining in today. Thank you so much for joining on time, actually. And apologies for 5 minutes delay, right? So there was some technical error. So my name is Anuj, and I take care of our channel partner training. So I'm heading the training department at Centricity, and I welcome you all to this session on business opportunity plan, right? So we'll discuss about the business of financial product distribution. सो हम इस बिजनेस के बारे में बात करेंगे, बहुत सी बात करेंगे, इंडियन इकोनॉमी के बारे में बात करेंगे, प्लस बिजनेस के बारे में बात करेंगे, किस तरीके से रॉयल्टी का बिजनेस है, किस तरीके से फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के बिजनेस में आके या जो ऑलरेडी आ गए हैं वो किस तरीके से अपना बिजनेस ग्रो कर सकते हैं, एयूएम को बढ़ा सकते हैं और किस तरीके से इंडिया की ग्रोथ स्टोरी में पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं, राइट? But before I proceed, let me introduce to our speaker for today's event. So we have with us Mr. Anirudh Mahanot, right? So he is the founding member and he is the business head for South India, Centricity. So and he is more than 2 decades of experience with private banking and private wealth management. He's into portfolio construction, portfolio analytics, अल्ट्रा एच एन आई के साथ इनका मेन जो करियर रहा है, एच एन आई की साइकोलॉजी समझते हैं और अब सेंटिसिटी के साथ हैं. सो पूरा साउथ का बिजनेस देख रहे हैं. सो वेलकम सर, वेलकम टू दिस सेशन एंड
Thank you, Anuj. Thank
लुकिंग
you, and
फॉरवर्ड.
look forward to an interactive session. A lot of questions and interactions.
Absolutely, sir. So whole idea behind this session is कि जो business opportunity एक plan जो हम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं कि किस तरीके से इस जो अपना फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एक स्पेस है, किस तरीके से कुछ पास्ट की बात करेंगे, कुछ गोइंग फॉरवर्ड बात करेंगे, किस तरीके से इवॉल्व हो रहा है, किस तरीके से जो सेंट्रिसिटी का डे वन से एक नारा रहा है कि किस तरीके से हम एक एमएफडी को, म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को हम वेल्थ मैनेजर में कन्वर्ट करते हैं, चाहे वो ट्रेनिंग का सपोर्ट हो, चाहे ऑल लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट सपोर्ट टू ऑल द अदर सपोर्ट, चाहे आप बोल लीजिए सेल सपोर्ट हो, ऑपरेशनल सपोर्ट हो, या हमारा वन डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म के थ्रू जो हमारे सेल्स टूल्स हैं उनके थ्रू हम जो भी कर उनको एम्पावर कर रहे हैं, राइट? सो उसके बारे में बात
Absolutely.
करेंगे. बट ओवर टू यू, लेट्स स्टार्ट द सेशन. सो एनीथिंग यू वुड लाइक टू स्टार्ट विद? थैंक यू सर.
Thank you so much, Anuj, for setting the context and for the very generous introduction, and also for briefing about what we are going to cover in this session. So, Centricity, it was started with one simple mission and the vision. Now, the vision is that, we want to be the preferred technology and platform partner for all the IFAs in the country who want to really become a full-fledged wealth managers, नॉट जस्ट एमएफडी बट अ फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर. वो सिर्फ एक म्यूचुअल फंड नहीं बेच रहे हैं, वो अपने क्लाइंट्स के लिए जो भी जरूरी है, वॉट एवर इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर देयर पोर्टफोलियो, राइट? इट्स लाइक दिस. If I go to a doctor and a doctor says, I will only give you crocin or a paracetamol, but I will not give you antibiotics, I will not give you painkiller, I will not give you, for any viral infection, I will not give you anything. I will only give you a crocin or a paracetamol. Will you go to that doctor every time for all your needs? Which doctor will you go? There are three, four things that you will choose, right? Before deciding a doctor. Number one, is a doctor, knowledgeable, has complete certification, is he, fully certified and qualified? Number one. Number two, you will look at whether, that doctor is a specialist or a generalist. Number three, you will look at how much trust has been built with that doctor over a period of time, and you will keep going back to that doctor, and whether that doctor can take care of all your requirements when it comes to health. Same thing happens with the wealth also. When we talk about portfolio management, when we talk about wealth management, each of us need to now start thinking like a financial doctor. And therefore, it is important to gain knowledge, to do minimum certifications, to make sure that we attend, Centricity and Centrishala sessions that we are doing, to impart those knowledge, to impart those certifications, so that we understand what is happening in the market, what are products which are available beyond mutual fund as well. Why is it important to look at the entire product basket? Why is it important to look at a client and his portfolio in holistic manner, not just in bits and pieces, not just doing one SIP and forgetting about the client and their portfolios and their goals and their requirement, We have to look at client holistically. We have to think about their complete financial planning, complete wealth management, complete portfolio management, and become a complete wealth manager and a financial product distributor, and not just a mutual fund distributor or not just an insurance agent. And that is the mission that we have started, centricity with, that we want to empower each and every IFA in this country to become a full-fledged wealth manager and a financial product distributor.
Right. So that was my actually the that was my question. Ki what is the mission and vision of the company? So you are very well explained it. Thank you so much for that. So my next question to you, Mr. Anirudh, is Centricity is a startup, right? So how it is different from other startups, and do you have any group and institutional management support and backing behind you? So
That's a good question, Anuj, because a lot of our partners might have recently, empaneled with us or joined us, and they may have this concern that Centricity is a startup. कहीं बंद तो नहीं हो जाएगा? Are they there for the long term? Who's backing them? Who's behind them? So let me actually introduce first the founding team, and then I will also introduce the investors who have backed us and the institutions who have backed us. Just allow me a second and share the screen if possible.
absolutely.
Let me know if you can see my screen, Anuj.
Yeah, it is visible. Perfect.
So as I said, we started this business in 2022, and our vision is very simple, that we want to be a preferred technology partner, and a platform and a product provider and a knowledge provider, to all our partners and financial distributors and advisors in the country. And we want to make them a full-fledged wealth manager. Now, important thing that you asked, that is there any group or is there any institution backing you? So Anuj, just to refresh everyone's memory, we started this company in January 22. The first round, pre-seed round, we did in September of 2022, where we raised $4 million at a $20 million valuation. We were a 17-member team at that point of time, present only across one location. Cut to in October of this year, October 2022, we have raised another $20 million at $125 million valuation. What does that translate to? In simple terms, we have raised 176 crores, right? And our valuation is 1070 crore. Who have backed us? Lightspeed Ventures is one of the global venture capital fund who invests into startups. There's a Paramark Ventures who is a Korean fund, who again an institution who has invested in us. But most importantly, let me take a few names which will really be an eye opener for a lot of people.
That, I'm sorry to cut you. So I've been receiving requests from few of our partners again. If you can please use some Hindi also.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, मैं राजस्थान से हूँ, मैं बिल्कुल हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ. बट वी हैव पार्टनर्स फ्रॉम साउथ ऑल्सो, इसलिए आई वाज ट्राइंग टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश
हाँ,
एज
so
वेल.
थोड़ा सा हिंदी इंग्लिश मिक्स रखते हैं. Let's keep it.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
Thank you.
तो आप सबको बड़ी खुशी होगी ये जान के कि MS धोनी फैमिली ऑफिस हैज इन्वेस्टेड इन अस. Mr. Ritesh Agarwal, founder of Oyo, CEO and founder of Oyo, has invested in us. Burman family, which is your Dabur group, the Dabur company, Burman family invested in us in September 22 as well as in September, October 24 in this round as well. They have backed us. LNJ Bhilwara Group, आपने आकाश इंस्टीट्यूट का नाम सुना होगा. उनके जो CEO एंड फाउंडर हैं आकाश चौधरी, जो इट वाज बॉट ओवर बाय अदर बिग एडटेक कंपनी, they have invested in us. So there are a lot of big family offices who have backed us in this round. उन लोगों ने हमारे साथ इन्वेस्ट किया है so that we can grow. अब मैं आपको सिंपल एक जर्नी बताना चाहता हूँ फ्रॉम सितंबर 2022 टू सितंबर 2024, या से अक्टूबर 2024. इन 2 साल में वी हैव ग्रोन फ्रॉम 17 मेंबर टीम टू नाउ 300 प्लस टीम. अब वो 300 जो लोग हैं, 300 प्लस, उसमें से 75 प्लस आर ओनली इन टेक. सो वी हैव एन इन हाउस टेक टीम, वेरी प्राउड ऑफ देम. And that's where the innovation and the speed of execution comes into the picture. Then next 70-75 people are in service and operations and complete backend support, right? We have almost 35 plus people in investments and product team and research team. तो हम जो भी products आपके पास लेके आते हैं, चाहे वो म्यूचुअल फंड हो, पीएमएस हो, एआईएफ हो, बॉन्ड्स हो, अनलिस्टेड और लिस्टेड इक्विटी हो, जो भी products हैं, it goes through multiple level of filtration and due diligence. वो टीम बहुत अच्छे से उसको जांचती है, परखती है, उसका बैकग्राउंड चेक करती है, फंड मैनेजर का बैकग्राउंड चेक करती है, अगर कोई बॉन्ड है या अनलिस्टेड कंपनी है तो उसका प्रमोटर कौन है, उनकी बैलेंस शीट्स कैसी हैं, टू चेक एवरीथिंग एंड देन दैट प्रोडक्ट कम्स टू यू. सो लेट मी नाउ टेक यू टू आवर फाउंडिंग टीम एज वेल. ये जो आप 5 ऊपर नाम देख रहे हैं, तस्वीरें देख रहे हैं, दीज आर द कोर फाउंडर्स ऑफ सेंट्रिसिटी. मनु अवस्थी हमारे फाउंडर एंड सीईओ हैं with more than 22 years of experience now. Gaurav Tiwari, Aditya Shankar, Pushpendra Singh, and Manish Sharma are the other 4 founding partners and co-founders of Centricity, who left their private banking jobs and came together to start Centricity at beginning of 2022. अब आप जो नीचे नाम देख रहे हैं, इसमें से फर्स्ट राइट साइड में कुणाल श्रीवास्तव एंड निखिल गोलादकर, फर्स्ट आई विल लाइक टू ब्रिंग योर अटेंशन. They are our product tech co-founders, founding partners who joined early. They were part of the early 17 who had joined us, and we have a complete in-house tech team and operations. Sachin Jasuja, the right man in the center. Yeah, ye direct equity and unlisted equity. He's the guy who's heading that desk, and his team is also upwards of 10 plus now. We have analysts, we have dealers, we have research guys, equity analysts, unlisted equity analysts as part of his team. And then the person on the left, Ishkaran Chabra, he's also part of our investments team, products team. He is an chief investment counselor, and you will be interacting with him in future. Now, a lot of you might have already seen Faraz. He's a celebrity in Centricity. He takes care of North and East, and I take care of South and West. Vinay Magotra, this is the person that I was talking about, a team of 35 plus investments, product research, from where you get all the mutual funds, PMS, and AIF. Right? Abhishek Puri is heading our operations and compliance. So we are very very I should say हम बहुत ध्यान रखते हैं इसका कि we are compliant in every possible way, because SEBI है, IRDA है, MFI है. So we make sure that everything is very very compliant. We do a thorough due diligence, and he takes care of operations. And Arpita is our advisory head for the RIA business. सो जस्ट टू आंसर दैट क्वेश्चन अनुज, कि हम बाकी स्टार्टअप से अलग कैसे हैं, तो हमारे पास बहुत सारे बड़े इंस्टीट्यूशन है जो हमें बैक कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारे फैमिली ऑफिसेज हैं, बर्मन, धोनी, रितेश अग्रवाल जो हमको बैक कर रहे हैं. एंड सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट ये है कि वी हैव एन इन हाउस टेक टीम, एंड पूरा जो हमने प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया है, तो दे आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल इन दिस इंडस्ट्री जो हमारे कॉम्पिटिशन है, हु हैव बीन देयर फॉर 20 प्लस ईयर्स, और उन लोगों ने जो प्लेटफॉर्म बनाया है और हमने जो 2 साल में बनाया है इज फार सुपीरियर, फार एडवांस. एंड ये सिर्फ इम्प्रूव होता चला जाएगा. एवरी 14 days to 20 days हम इसमें नया एनहांसमेंट करते हैं, नए एडिशंस करते हैं.
राइट सर. सो
एंड हम लोग सबसे एक एक चीज में जो हम सबसे ज्यादा डिफरेंट है, हम लोग बहुत बहुत ज्यादा पैशनेट है इन टर्म्स ऑफ ट्रेनिंग एंड नॉलेज. दैट इज आवर बिगेस्ट डिफरेंशिएटर, एंड nobody better than you who can vouch for it, Anuj, because you are heading our training and knowledge desk. And the idea that we will have investment counselors in every zone, right, to help our partners crack bigger clients, to help them reach out to HNI, ultra HNI. I think that is going to be the biggest differentiator along with our tech platform. That we will enable our partners, IFAs and MFDs, to become a full-fledged wealth manager in terms of knowledge, in terms of product, in terms of platform, in terms of reporting, in terms of everything possible for them to compete with even best of the private banks and wealth managers in the country.
Right, sir. Thank you so much for that. So we have seen the growth so far in terms of location, in terms of AUM of Centricity partners की अगर मैं बात करूं, टीम की अगर आपने बताया किस तरीके से टीम हमारी बड़ी हुई है, चाहे टेक में हो, चाहे सेल्स टीम हो, बट व्हाट आर द फ्यूचर प्लान्स ऑफ सेंट्रिसिटी? अगर मैं आपसे ये पूछूं दैट व्हाट वी आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड फॉर द नेक्स्ट 3 years, 4 years, 5 year, 10 years down the line, maybe in terms of locations, AUM and partners.
श्योर। सो अनुज, अगेन वेरी रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चन। जो हमारे पार्टनर्स आज जुड़े हैं उनको ये पता होना चाहिए कि सेंट्रिसिटी इज हियर फॉर द लॉन्ग टर्म। हमारा कोई शॉर्ट टर्म प्लान नहीं है। वी आर नॉट अ फ्लाई बाय नाइट ऑपरेटर, वी आर हियर फॉर गुड एंड फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म। वी आर ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट अक्रॉस 35 लोकेशंस, ऑलमोस्ट 35 प्लस जो आपको स्क्रीन पे दिख रही हैं। इसमें भी और एडिशंस हो चुके हैं। एंड वी आर प्रेजेंट अक्रॉस ऑलमोस्ट 15 स्टेट्स नाउ एंड 35 प्लस लोकेशन। तो हमारा जो 1 ईयर का प्लान है, वी विल बी प्रेजेंट मोर देन 100 लोकेशंस विद इन नेक्स्ट 1 ईयर। दैट इज आवर फ्यूचर एक्सपेंशन प्लान। एंड दैट्स वाई हमने फंड रेज भी इसीलिए किया है, सो दैट वी कैन ओपन मोर ऑफिसेज, मोर पीपल कैन ज्वाइन अस। हम ऑलरेडी 300 प्लस एम्प्लॉय टीम हो चुके हैं। हमारा एस्टिमेट है कि विल बी अपवर्ड्स ऑफ 500 to 600 टीम साइज इन नेक्स्ट 1.5 years. वी विल बी अपवर्ड्स ऑफ 100 locations in next 1.5 years. And just to tell you, look at this. This will tell you how we have so far grown. This is September, August number. August में we were 4,300 crores. And today in November, we are already 6,500 crore plus AUM. So within 3 months, we have grown more than 2,000 crores in AUM. And हमारा estimate है कि by end of this year, which is March, we will be upwards of 12,000 crores. And by end of 3 years, we will be upwards of 50,000 crore of AUM. We did 20 crores of revenue last year. We are expecting anywhere between 50 to 60 crore revenue this year. And in next 3 to 5 years, we will be crossing 250 crores of revenue. And if everything goes well, if God support us, market support us, and our partners support us, I think we would like to go for listing, go for public listing in next 3 to 5 years of time. So that's our future plan. And since you asked this question, Anuj, I would love to take everyone through our journey in terms of from our first location, which is Lucknow, to the last location, what we have done in last, 1.5, 2 years, what we have achieved through a simple video. Just allow me, couple of minutes to play that and, take everyone through that
Sure, sure,
video.
sure, sure. Perfect.
So we want, everybody who's present on this call to help us in growing together. We will help them grow their AUM, their business, and we want them to help us in, fulfilling our dream of 10x, one team, one dream in 3 years.
Yes, yes, yes. That was a very beautiful presentation, and that was Centricity for you guys. So that brings to my next question, Mr. Anirudh. So we have talked about centricity. अब थोड़ी बिजनेस की बात करते हैं कि किस तरीके
Sure.
से जो एक इंडिया की ग्रोथ स्टोरी है, राइट? सो एक जो आईएफए है या दीज म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स हैं, आईएफएज हैं, इनको किस तरीके से बेनिफिट कर सकती है, पहली चीज।
Right.
दूसरी
Right.
चीज, व्हाट आर द पोटेंशियल अपॉर्चुनिटीज इन ऑल्टरनेट्स। हम म्यूचुअल फंड्स की बात करते हैं, ठीक है, म्यूचुअल फंड्स इज अ ब्रेड एंड बटर प्रोडक्ट फॉर एवरीबॉडी, बट व्हाट अबाउट ऑल्टरनेट्स। ऑल्टरनेट्स की कहीं भी कभी भी बात नहीं की गई है। जैसे फॉर एन एग्जांपल, पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट सर्विसेज, ऑल्टरनेट इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड्स हो गए, अनलिस्टेड एक्विटीज हो गई, राइट, ये सारे प्रोडक्ट्स हो गए। और किस तरीके से एक जो पार्टनर है हमारे, या म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स हैं, वेल्थ मैनेजर्स जिनको हम बोलते हैं, वो किस तरीके से ऑल्टरनेट्स में आके अपना पोर्टफोलियो बना के और अपने क्लाइंट्स के लिए किस तरीके से अपने लिए भी एक इनकम प्लस क्लाइंट की एक भी जो एक उनकी जो फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग की जर्नी है उसमें भी पार्टिसिपेट करके एक बेटर करियर अपॉर्चुनिटी खुद के लिए और क्लाइंट के लिए भी एक बेहतर कॉर्पस बना सकते हैं।
श्योर। तो ये काफी बड़ा क्वेश्चन है अनुज, आई मीन इसमें बहुत सारी चीजें इन्वॉल्व है, बहुत सारे पार्ट्स इन्वॉल्व है। एक काम करते हैं, सबसे पहले लेट्स टॉक अबाउट इंडिया ग्रोथ स्टोरी,
श्योर।
बिकॉज जो इंडिया ग्रोथ स्टोरी है उसी पे बहुत कुछ डिपेंडेंट है हम सबकी, चाहे जो स्क्रीन के इस तरफ है और स्क्रीन के उस तरफ है, उन सबकी लाइफ में। Yes, sir, we will come to those questions as well. The thresholds and minimum investment amounts, everything, we will come on that. So, सबसे पहले बात करते हैं इंडिया ग्रोथ स्टोरी की। तो आज हम ऑलमोस्ट एक $4 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी बन चुके हैं, राइट? एंड हमारा जो विजन है 2030 इज अपवर्ड्स ऑफ $10 ट्रिलियन टू बी अ $10 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी, राइट? सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज जो इंडिया के साथ है, द बिगेस्ट एडवांटेज दैट इंडिया हैज एज कंपेयर टू रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, इज द डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड। व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड? लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड कि ये डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड क्या है, व्हाट इज दिस एडवांटेज। इंडिया हैज अ बिग पॉपुलेशन ऑफ 140 करोड़ प्लस पीपल, बट सबसे अच्छी बात यह है कि देयर इज अ बिग चंक ऑफ दिस पॉपुलेशन विच इज अंडर 35 ईयर्स ऑफ एज। एंड उसका क्या मतलब है? हमको सबको पता है कि जब इंसान एक कॉलेज जाता है, कॉलेज के बाद जब ज्वाइन करता है, जॉब ज्वाइन करता है, उसके बाद जब वो ग्रो करना शुरू करता है, पहले जो 5 से 10 साल होते हैं वो सीखने में, एक जॉब से दूसरी जॉब जाने में, धीरे धीरे सैलरी बढ़ने में लगता है। जब इंसान 35 ईयर्स क्रॉस कर जाता है तो जो उसकी इनकम होती है वो एक्सपोनेंशियली ग्रो करना शुरू कर देती है। एंड 40 to 50 ईयर्स में मैक्सिमम गेन होता है इन टर्म्स ऑफ सैलरी, इन टर्म्स ऑफ बोनस, इन टर्म्स ऑफ वेल्थ क्रिएशन जो होती है वो सबसे ज्यादा उसमें होती है। अब एक चीज और हो रही है जो बहुत बड़ी डिफरेंस है इंडिया वर्सेस रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। There are a lot of new promoters and founders who are coming into the businesses. तो एक entrepreneurship जो है वो भी बहुत बड़ा boost इंडिया में मिलता जा रहा है। तो you will see very young founders who are coming out of IIMs, IITs or other engineering colleges and MBA colleges, who are becoming the founders of the company, who starting companies and starting businesses. I can keep naming a lot of them. Ola is one shining example in front of us who has got listed. There are a lot of other companies which are getting or got listed. Ixigo is another example. Very young founders, very young people who started the business. So there's a multiple generational wealth creation which is happening because of the demography of India. तो इंडिया के पास तीन चार एडवांटेज है। वन, वी आर अ ग्रोइंग इकोनॉमी, वी आर ग्रोइंग एट अपवर्ड्स ऑफ 6 to 7% जीडीपी ग्रोथ। अगर आप उसमें 6 to 7% का इन्फ्लेशन लगा ले तो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ 12 to 15% काइंड ऑफ नॉमिनल जीडीपी ग्रोथ, राइट? एंड रूल ऑफ 72, मैं आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर दैट विद एवरीवन ऑन दिस कॉल टुडे। रूल ऑफ 72 सेज कि मुझे कितने टाइम में पैसा डबल करने से, कितने रिटर्न पे मेरा पैसा कितने टाइम में डबल हो जाए। Rule of 72, which means if I divide 72 by percentage of return, it will tell me the number of years it will take to double my money. Suppose if I am growing at 12%, So 72 by 12, which means every 6 years my money will double. If I am growing at 15%, which means every 4.6 years my money will double, right? Or you can say कि if I want to double my money in 3 years, what is the rate of return I want? What should be my growth? So 72 by 3, which is 24%. So if you want to double your money every 3 years, you have to grow by 24%, right? That is not realistic. It has happened in last 3-5 years, but over a longer duration, which is 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of the history of the Indian market, we have grown in the band of 12 to 15%, which means every 4 to 5 years, investors have doubled their money. This is the biggest advantage and blessing that all of us have, that we are part of a growing economy where the population size is large, where the middle income group is expanding. People below 35 years of age is a huge population which will start earning a lot over next decade, because 25-year-old will become 35, 15-year-old will become 25 and get into jobs. That is a big population, and India is going to become a 10 trillion economy very soon. And therefore, if we don't participate in it as an advisor, as an investor, we are losing out a big opportunity to make our own wealth as well as for our clients. Right?
Right.
Now let's come to the so ये तो हुई मार्केट की बात कि हमारी इंडिया में ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि नहीं है, चाहे वो इक्विटी मार्केट हो चाहे डेट मार्केट हो. देयर इज अ बिग बिग wealth creation opportunity for all of us put together, right? अब बात करते हैं products की, right? And I will like to take again show the slide also in terms of how India has grown and how markets have grown. But Anuj, आज से 20 years back, when we started our journey in or job in this business around 2004, 20 years बैक म्यूचुअल फंड को वैसे देखा जाता था जैसे आज पीएमएस और एआईएफ को देखा जाता है, राइट? म्यूचुअल फंड के लिए भी समझाना पड़ता था, अरे मेरा पैसा
Right.
सेफ है कि नहीं, विल इट ग्रो और नॉट.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
टुडे म्यूचुअल फंड हैज बिकम ऑलमोस्ट 65 to 70 lakh crore industry. There's a monthly SIP of 25,000 crore which is getting invested into the markets. So we are talking about almost 2.4 lakh crore getting added through SIP route alone every year. Imagine what will happen 10 years down the line. Where will this industry be? We are at 65 to 70 lakh crore. Where this industry be? But now most of the people have understood कि mutual fund सही है, SIP is the way to go. Now what we are saying, you need to think beyond mutual fund as well. Of course, that is bread and butter. Of course, that is the most important thing. That is the first step. But we also need to consider what are the other asset classes, what are the other product classes which are growing equally fast or even faster than what a mutual fund is growing in AUM. So let me just share my screen again and take everyone through that presentation. Just a sec. क्योंकि बहुत लोग ये बोलते हैं कि अभी मार्केट इतना ऊपर हो गया है, अब फिर करेक्ट हो गया है, अब क्या होगा यू नो तो पहली चीज है, वी शुड नेवर लूज focus on the long term wealth creation that is going to happen. India is a growing economy. We have a demographic dividend. There's a big population which is under 35, which is going to earn a lot of money. We are going to become a $10 trillion economy very in next 5 to 6 years itself, very soon before 2030. That's the goal that government has set for itself. And we are growing leaps and bounds when it comes to IT, when it comes to AI, sorry, when it comes to automobiles, when it comes to consumption, when it comes to premiumization of goods, aspirational asset class, when it comes to middle class, which is growing. So we are growing in all segments, and we have to participate in this growth story. Let me now share the screen again.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, visible.
या सो अब लोग बोलते हैं कि हर बार जब मार्केट ऊपर जाता है या नीचे जाता है, लोग पूछते हैं कि अब क्या होगा, मार्केट का क्या लगता है, व्हाट विल हैपन नेक्स्ट. नाउ लेट मी जस्ट स्टार्ट दिस जर्नी फ्रॉम 2000, ऑलमोस्ट 25 years बैक. निफ्टी was at 1500 levels. Where are we today? द मल्टीपल्स, राइट। ये डॉट कॉम बस्ट हुआ था उस समय, डॉट कॉम 2000 में, राइट, बबल बस्ट हुआ था। लोगों को लगा था अब सब खत्म होने वाला है, इंडस्ट्रीज खत्म होने वाली है, आईटी खत्म होने वाला है, मार्केट्स कभी अब इसके आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा।
So if anybody, I think anybody would have invested in 1 lakh rupees in Nifty only, so that would have become 24 lakhs, 25 lakhs at this point of time. अरे एक का
एब्सोल्युटली,
24 तो निफ्टी में ही हो गया है, तो म्यूचुअल फंड्स तो उससे ज्यादा ही दिए।
एब्सोल्युटली, एब्सोल्युटली। ये देखिए आप यहाँ पे थे, अगर आपने हिम्मत करके, ये जो मार्केट करेक्शन हुआ था ना 30% का, ये आज कितना छोटा दिख रहा है इस पूरी जर्नी में। ये 30% मार्केट करेक्शन आज कुछ नहीं है। उस समय सबको लगा था सब कुछ खत्म होने वाला है,
हम्म।
राइट। 2003 में निफ्टी वॉज 1000।
1000, right?
वेयर आर वी टुडे? ऑलमोस्ट
24।
24-25x हो गया है। किसी भी एक नॉर्मल फंड में भी अगर आपने पैसा डाला है तो वो 25x हो गया है। अगर किसी ने 1 लाख डाला है तो वो 25 लाख हो गया है। किसी ने 1 करोड़ उस समय इन्वेस्ट किया है तो वो 25 करोड़ हो गया है। वो आराम से अब अपना रिटायरमेंट होके जिंदगी निकाल सकता है 25 साल में, राइट। और ये साइकिल बार बार आती है। लेट्स सी दिस। ये
हम्म।
ग्लोबल फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस आया था, यहाँ पे निफ्टी 6000 आया था, ऑल
हम्म।
टाइम हाई, राइट। उसके बाद क्या हुआ, वापस वो 2700 पे। तो ये जर्नी ऐसी है, 1 से 6 होता है और 6 से वापस 3 पे भी आता है। और वापस यहाँ पे जब ग्लोबल फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस हुआ था, जब मार्केट करेक्ट होना शुरू होता है, सबसे ज्यादा रिडम्पशंस यहाँ आती हैं, सबसे ज्यादा एसआईपीज यहाँ रोकी जाती हैं, सबसे ज्यादा डर यहाँ लगता है। लेकिन आपको हमेशा ये ध्यान रखना है कि बिगर पिक्चर क्या है। अब अगर यहाँ पे भी लोगों ने 2009 और 10 की बात कर रहा हूं मैं, 3000 पे थे, ठीक है, अगर यहाँ भी इन्वेस्ट किया है तो उन लोगों को इतने सारे अप्स एंड डाउन्स के बाद भी आज वो 24,000 के आसपास पहुंच गए।
राइट सर। सो आई थिंक सर, जो ये हमें कॉम्पनसेशन, जो मीन्स रिटर्न्स की बात करते हैं कि 24 गुना, 20 गुना, 25 गुना हो जाएगा, आई थिंक ये इसी चीज का कॉम्पनसेशन है कि जो हम वोलेटिलिटी जो हम झेलते हैं, जो रिस्क हम झेलते हैं, आई थिंक तो लॉन्ग टर्म में हमें उसी चीज का फायदा मिलता है।
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल।
Right, sir।
अब और बहुत ज्यादा दूर जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, 4 साल पहले ही देखिए, कोविड आया था
हाँ।
हम सबकी लाइफ में। मार्केट 12,000 से सीधा 8,000 पे आ गया था, 11,600 से लेके 8,000 के 500 के आसपास, राइट। 35% करेक्शन हुआ था विद इन अ मंथ, विद इन अ वीक एक्चुअली देखा जाए तो, मार्च 2020 के आसपास। उस समय कितने लोगों ने अपनी एसआईपी स्टार्ट की, कितने लोगों ने स्टॉप की, कितने लोगों ने उसमें पैसा निकाला और कितने लोगों ने डाला। जिसने उस समय डाला उसका 4 साल में 4 to 5x हुआ है पैसा। निफ्टी अलोन हैज गिवन 3x रिटर्न, बट अगर किसी म्यूचुअल फंड पीएमएस वगैरह में डाला है तो वो 4 to 5x हुआ है इन 4 years टाइम। तो जब जब
Right।
क्राइसिस आता है, जब जब मार्केट करेक्ट होता है, जब जब देयर इज फियर ऑन द स्ट्रीट, इट इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू मेक मनी फॉर इन्वेस्टर्स। फाइनली, चाहे मार्केट का कुछ भी लगता हो, अल्टीमेटली जो अंडरलाइंग कंपनीज हैं और उनकी जो अर्निंग है, उनकी जो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी है, जो ग्रोथ है, वो डिफाइन करेगी कि आपका मार्केट कहाँ जाने वाला है। एंड हमने ये डेटा निकाला है पिछले 35 ईयर्स का, 1991 से लेके 2022 तक का। सेंसेक्स की वैल्यू 982 से 60,800 हुई, विच इज 13.8% CAGR रिटर्न, राइट। अर्निंग्स जो अंडरलाइंग कंपनीज होती हैं उसकी 30 कंपनीज, और निफ्टी में 50 कंपनीज होती हैं, वो ग्रो करिए 12.52। मतलब मार्केट जो अर्निंग्स ग्रोथ होती है, जो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी होती है, उसको फॉलो करता है। 96% को रिलेशन। थोड़ा बहुत ऊपर नीचे होता है, कभी सेंटिमेंट ज्यादा हो जाते हैं, कभी सेंटिमेंट्स बहुत कम हो जाते हैं, कभी यूफोरिया हो जाता है, कभी डर ज्यादा हो जाता है, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे आपकी जो ग्रोथ है, आपकी जो प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी है, जो अंडरलाइंग अर्निंग है, मार्केट उसी को फॉलो करता है। तो मैं फिर रिपीट करता हूं, हमने क्या बात की थी, हमने बोला था जीडीपी ग्रोथ हमारी 6 से 7% है, और हमारा इन्फ्लेशन भी 5 से 7% है। तो हमारी जो निफ्टी ग्रोथ है वो ही 12 से 14% एक्सपेक्टेड है नेक्स्ट 10 ईयर्स के लिए। अब उसमें बहुत सारी कंपनीज ऐसी होती हैं जो 15-20% से 25% से भी ग्रो करती हैं, और वो फंड मैनेजर का काम होता है ये आइडेंटिफाई करना कि वो कौन सी कंपनीज है जो 15% से ऊपर ग्रो कर सकती हैं, ताकि जब हम एक एक्टिव फंड मैनेजमेंट को पैसा दें, एक्टिव फंड मैनेजर को, चाहे म्यूचुअल फंड में, चाहे पीएमएस में, चाहे एआईएफ में, वी कैन जनरेट बेटर देन निफ्टी एंड सेंसेक्स रिटर्न। दैट इज आवर एम फॉर आवर इन्वेस्टर्स। अब अपॉर्चुनिटी जो हम बात कर रहे थे बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हमारे पास 142 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन है, उसमें से 136 आधार कार्ड होल्डर है, 95 करोड़ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी। अब बहुत लोगों ने डबल ट्रिपल भी लिए होंगे तो वो डबल काउंट हो जाता है। 90 करोड़ बैंक अकाउंट है। जो हमारी जनधन योजना थी, पीएमओ की जनधन योजना थी, आज उससे 90 करोड़, मतलब इतने सारे अनबैंक्ड पॉपुलेशन है जिसमें हमने नए अकाउंट्स खोले हैं पिछले 5-10 साल में। उसमें से 61 करोड़ पैन कार्ड होल्डर्स हैं। कोई गेस कर सकता है कि इसमें 61 करोड़ में एक्चुअली कितने लोग डीमैट अकाउंट में हैं और कितने लोग म्यूचुअल फंड में हैं? एनीबडी हु वांट्स टू आंसर दैट क्वेश्चन?
You can write your answer on the chat box.
आई कांट सी द चैट बॉक्स, तो अनुज आपको बताना पड़ेगा अगर किसी ने जवाब दिया है तो।
I'll tell you. So 5% is the answer. Is the most.
ओके
4 crore, 4 crore, 10%.
ओके, चलिए देखते हैं। तो 15 करोड़ डीमैट अकाउंट होल्डर्स हैं और इसमें से सबसे ज्यादा पिछले 3 साल में खुले हैं, राइट। 8 करोड़ आपके रजिस्टर्ड टैक्स पेयर हैं। आप ये देखिए, 61 करोड़ पैन कार्ड होल्डर हैं, 140 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन है, उसमें से सिर्फ 8 करोड़ है जो टैक्स पे करते हैं, और 15 करोड़ का डीमैट अकाउंट है। म्यूचुअल फंड कितनों के पास है? 4.5 करोड़। दिस इज द अपॉर्चुनिटी वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट, अ 10x अपॉर्चुनिटी मिनिमम फ्रॉम हियर। जो डेवलप्ड मार्केट होता है, यूएस, यूरोप, वहां पे ऑलमोस्ट 70-75% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन इन्वेस्ट इन म्यूचुअल फंड्स एंड इक्विटी एंड डीमैट अकाउंट और ईटीएफ और फंड्स। हम हैं 5% पे। देयर इज गोइंग टू बी अ बिग शिफ्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ फाइनेंशियल सेविंग विच इज गोइंग टू हैपन। एंड ये इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों है? अगर हम एक एडवाइजर हैं, वी आर एन एडवाइजर, वी आर अ म्यूचुअल फंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर, that is the opportunity which is lying ahead of us, a 10x opportunity within next 5 years. That is the kind of opportunity we are talking about. अब ये देखिए, ये तो फिर भी डेटेड है। मई 24 में वी टच 58.9 लाख करोड़। म्यूचुअल फंड इंडस्ट्री का जो एम ग्रो हुआ है वो 18% से ग्रो हुआ है, राइट। दिस इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी दैट वी ऑल अंडरस्टैंड। इट इज गोइंग टू बिकम 126 lakh crore. We have already touched 65-70 lakh crore. We are going to become a 126 lakh crores in next 5 to 6 years. 5 years itself. So we are going to double in terms of AUM from where we are, right? और ये जो जर्नी है, अगर 5 years में आपको डबल करना है तो मतलब 72/5, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ 14 to 15% एनुअलाइज ग्रोथ रेट इन टर्म्स ऑफ AUM। एडिशनल AUM भी आएगा, मार्केट ग्रोथ भी होगी। It is going to be much bigger than what we are seeing. Now let's look at what are the other opportunities that we have in terms of products and asset classes. पहली चीज, SIP book. We all know that almost 25,000 crores is going, right? And आप अगर एक simple 10,000 रुपीज की SIP भी स्टार्ट करते हैं अपने क्लाइंट्स के लिए, right? You can reach a huge base of 300 crore plus in next 25 years AUM for yourself. Actually, it's important since we are talking about this opportunity, SIP opportunity, I want to show it to everyone. Just a sec. Let me share the screen if possible. Where's my Excel sheet? I wanted to show that. Tell me, Anuj, if you can see my screen. I want to show this potential, this opportunity to everyone. That what is the business opportunity by doing just SIP alone. Suppose you start 10,000 rupees of SIP for 100 of your clients. What is the intent? Ki first year mein, we have to activate 100 clients with just 10,000 rupees SIP, which is 1.2 lakh per annum, right? If I do this for 25 years, can anybody guess what will be my AUM at 12% growth? Forget about 15%, 14%, at just 12% growth market return. What will be my AUM after 25 years? Anybody who can guess this? Any guesses? Any numbers that have come, Anuj?
No, not yet. I'm waiting for the numbers actually, guys. Please, you can write on the chat box. Any
Anybody?
guesses? Anybody? Any guesses, please?
If I do a simple 10,000 rupee SIP for 100 clients for 25 years, what is it that I'm going to end up after 25 years as AUM, part of my book?
तो दस
एनी
हजार
गेस?
की SIP है 100 क्लाइंट्स के लिए। सो 50 करोड़ एक आंसर आया है, 50 करोड़ रुपीज।
अच्छा, अच्छा।
हाँ।
और मैं तो सिर्फ 12% की ग्रोथ मान रहा हूँ, मार्केट रिटर्न 12%, सिर्फ
12%।
12%। चलिए, लेट्स सी दिस नंबर, लेट्स पुट 25 हियर।
सर एक आंसर 200 करोड़ आया।
बहुत नजदीक है आप, 200 करोड़ इज वेरी क्लोज। यूल बी एंडिंग एट ऑलमोस्ट 180 टू
हम्म।
190 करोड़ AUM आफ्टर 25 ईयर बाय जस्ट डूइंग दिस।
Absolutely right guess. Bulletproof Finance Hub is the name actually. So very well done, sir. Thank you so much.
बिग क्लैप, बिग क्लैप।
Absolutely.
एंड एट
So
वन
sir,
परसेंट 1%
हाँ,
कमीशन,
right, sir, right.
आप पिछले साल में कितना, 25 साल में कितना पैसा कमा चुके होंगे? 13 करोड़।
That is huge.
13 करोड़ आपका खुद की अर्निंग होगी 25 साल में। ये 25 साल की बात कर रहा हूं मैं, 25 साल के बाद की बात नहीं कर रहा हूं, वो तो मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि आपने 25 साल बाद अगर SIP स्टॉप भी कर दी, तो एक तो आपका AUM हो गया 187 करोड़, 12% पे ग्रो कर रहा है। आपने 13 करोड़ तो कमा ही लिया, 13.3 करोड़। SIP स्टॉप करने के 1 साल बाद आपका AUM 211 करोड़ हो चुका होगा, और आपकी अर्निंग कितनी हो चुकी होगी? 13.3 से 15.3, मतलब हर साल आप 2 करोड़ के आसपास कमा रहे होंगे आज से 25 साल बाद। 5 साल, SIP स्टॉप करने के 5 साल बाद आपका AUM हो चुका होगा 340 करोड़। आपने 25 साल में SIP लगाई थी, 25 साल बाद स्टॉप भी अगर कर दी, तो जब आप 30वें साल पे पहुंचेंगे, आप कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप खुद रिटायर हो चुके हैं, आपका AUM बन चुका होगा 341 करोड़, और आपकी टोटल अर्निंग जो होगी अगले 30 साल की, वो 26 करोड़ हो चुकी होगी। तो ये देखिए, ये 5 साल में आपने 10 करोड़ कमा चुके हैं खुद के लिए। दैट इज द पावर ऑफ 10,000 रुपीज ऑफ SIP। और आप आराम से रिटायर कर सकते हैं आज, 25 साल बाद भी। जब आप रिटायर करेंगे और जब आप 35 साल और आगे पहुंच चुके होंगे, 10 साल आगे, आपका AUM बन चुका होगा 620 करोड़ विदाउट डूइंग एनी एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट और पुटिंग एनी एक्स्ट्रा से। और आपकी टोटल अर्निंग हो चुकी होगी 50 करोड़ खुद की। किससे? 100 क्लाइंट, 10,000 रुपए की SIP से। ठीक है, अब आते हैं वापस अपॉर्चुनिटी जो हम बात कर रहे थे, राइट। अब बात करते हैं कौन से और इंडस्ट्रीज हैं, प्रोडक्ट्स हैं जो ग्रो कर रहे हैं। हमने देख लिया म्यूचुअल फंड ग्रो कर रहा है 14 से 15% या 18% पे इन टर्म्स ऑफ AUM ग्रोथ, एंड इट हैज रीच 65, एंड इट शुड क्रॉस, इट शुड बिकम डबल, 120 लाख, 125 लाख करोड़। बट दो इंडस्ट्री ऐसी हैं जो और भी तेजी से बढ़ रही हैं। लुक एट दिस AIF इंडस्ट्री, डबल द स्पीड, 36% ग्रोथ इन लास्ट 6 years itself। ये 2.17 लाख करोड़ की इंडस्ट्री थी, ऑलरेडी 13.7 पे पहुंच चुकी है 2024 में, 6 साल में 6 गुना हो गई है, 6x। म्यूचुअल PMS इंडस्ट्री 2.6 से 9 हो गई है, ऑलमोस्ट 3.5 4x इन 6 years। दैट इज द स्पीड दैट दिस इज ग्रोइंग, एंड इफ अगर आप ये इंडस्ट्री में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं कर रहे हैं, यू आर लूजिंग आउट ऑन अ बिग ग्रोथ इंडस्ट्री। अब इसका एक और रीजन भी है कि आपको PMS और AIF क्यों देखना चाहिए एज अ IFA एंड MFD। अब देखिए, आप एक MFD हैं, आप एक एडवाइजर हैं, आप एक डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर हैं, और आपके पास म्यूचुअल फंड है। लेकिन वही म्यूचुअल फंड तो दूसरे एडवाइजर और दूसरे कंपटीशन के पास भी है। जो प्राइवेट बैंक्स हैं, जो बड़े वेल्थ मैनेजर्स हैं, उनके पास क्या डिफरेंट है? उनके पास है PMS, उनके पास है AIF, उनके पास है बॉन्ड्स, NCD, लिस्टेड अनलिस्टेड इक्विटी, लोन्स, इंश्योरेंस, सब एक जगह पे है। उनके पास एक सुपर मार्केट है। वो जब क्लाइंट के पास जाते हैं तो खाली हाथ कभी नहीं आते हैं। वो जब क्लाइंट के पास जाते हैं तो बड़े बड़े चेक लेके आते हैं। उसका रीजन क्या है? कि जब आपके पास बड़े आइडियाज होंगे, बड़े प्रोडक्ट्स होंगे, बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटीज होंगी, तो आप भी उतने ही बड़े चेक अपने क्लाइंट से लेके आ सकते हैं। यू कैन गेट बिग चेक्स फ्रॉम योर क्लाइंट व्हेन यू हैव exclusive product, when you have differentiated product, when you have boutique product, जो सबके पास है और आपके पास भी है। तो क्लाइंट तो यही बोलेगा ना, मैं ऑनलाइन जाके कर लूंगा, म्यूचुअल फंड ही तो है, मैं तो कहीं भी जाके कर सकता हूँ। करेक्ट। वो आपके पास तभी रहेगा जब आपके पास नॉलेज होगी, जब आपके पास प्रोडक्ट होंगे, जब आपके पास एक्सक्लूसिव डील्स होंगी, आपके पास अच्छे आइडियाज होंगे, एंड यू कैन नॉट मिस दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी, बिकॉज अगर आप नहीं करेंगे तो वो क्लाइंट किसी और के साथ जाके करेगा। कंपटीशन हमेशा जाके एक नए प्रोडक्ट की बात करेगा, एक नए आइडिया की बात करेगा। अगर आप वो पहले बंदे होंगे, आप इफ यू आर द फर्स्ट पर्सन टू गो टू योर क्लाइंट एंड टॉक अबाउट इट, यू विल गेट द बिजनेस। नाउ द ब्यूटिफुल पार्ट इज, इन पीएमएस minimum investment is 50 lakh, and we know HNI, ultra HNI clients are growing at a speed almost getting doubled every 3 to 5 years, number of HNIs and ultra HNIs. Minimum ticket is 50 lakh. AIF, what is AIF? Alternate Investment Fund. इसका मिनिमम टिकट साइज होता है 1 करोड़। इसमें बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस होते हैं, इसमें कैटेगरीज होती हैं, कैटेगरी 1, कैटेगरी 2, कैटेगरी 3। कैटेगरी 3 में क्या होता है कि वो मेनली लिस्टेड इक्विटी में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं। एक फंड मैनेजर होता है जो एक बुटीक पीएमएस या एआईएफ चलाता है। ही बायज अ कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड पोर्टफोलियो ऑफ 500 करोड़, 1000 करोड़, 2000 करोड़, लिमिटेड एयूएम में, and they do a fantastic job in terms of return generation over mutual fund peers. Same is with PMS. And हम आपको ये एक हमारा वन डिजिटल रेकनर है विच आई विल आस्क माय टीम टू शेयर विथ यू, एंड मैं भी अगर हो सका तो आपको दिखाऊंगा कि हाउ दे हैव बीन परफॉर्मिंग ओवर लास्ट 3 years and 5 years in terms of returns that they have generated on PMS and AIF.
Right, sir. So
Let's
before
go. Yes.
before I proceed, let me tell you one thing. So it's been more than 60 minutes, 1 hour, right? And not a single person has left this meeting, sir, actually. Not a single person. So it has been seen in the past few meetings that after 30, 40, 50 minutes, people, they left the meeting actually. But it's been more, not a single person has left this meeting, sir. So that
Thank you
is
so much.
kudos
I
to you and
mean,
thanks to you, sir. Right.
no, thank you all. I mean, gratitude, and I only see it as a learning opportunity on both sides, for us also and for them. Whatever feedback we get from them, it is for us to improve, and whatever learning they can take away to grow their business, to do the business in the right way, to participate in other products. Now, look at this, right? We were talking about mutual fund industry reaching 120 lakh crores, right? Look at the bond
Right.
market, the debt opportunity. It
So
is
that was
already
my
at
last
43
question of
lakh
the day,
crore.
actually. Right, right. So that was
Yes,
my last question to you, sir. So after that, we'll take question answers. Thank you.
it is 43 lakh crores. It has already reached 120 lakh crore. I mean, expected to reach 120 lakh crore. अब bonds और NCDs क्यों important है, डेट क्यों important है, ये बहुत समझना बहुत जरूरी है। अगर इक्विटी मार्केट 15% रिटर्न दे रहा है तो हमें किसी भी और एसेट क्लास में डालने की क्या जरूरत है? अब उसका आंसर बहुत सिंपल है। सबसे पहली चीज, इक्विटी हम देखते हैं फॉर 5 year प्लस, 6 year प्लस, 8 years प्लस, फॉर लॉन्ग टर्म वेल्थ क्रिएशन। अब हर क्लाइंट के पास उतना लॉन्ग टर्म गोल नहीं है। कुछ क्लाइंट्स होंगे जिनको पैसा 1 साल के लिए डालना है, कुछ क्लाइंट्स होंगे जो हु वांट टू इन्वेस्ट फॉर 2 years, 3 years ओनली। यू कैन नॉट पुट मनी इन इक्विटी फॉर 1 year, 2 year, 3 year काइंड ऑफ गोल्स, but you still need to generate better returns than FD. So what do? You invest into opportunities like high yielding NCDs and bonds. हमारे पास NCDs और bonds हैं which can give you returns starting from 8.5, 9% all the way up to 15%. और सबसे अच्छी बात यह है, इट डजंट मूव अप एंड डाउन विथ इक्विटी मार्केट। आज अगर इक्विटी मार्केट 5%, 10% करेक्ट होता है तो आपका बॉन्ड पोर्टफोलियो जो है वो एक स्टेबिलिटी लेके आता है। इट इज लाइक अ शॉक एब्जॉर्बर इन योर पोर्टफोलियो। तो बहुत सारे क्लाइंट्स होंगे जिनका रिस्क प्रोफाइल ऐसा होगा कि उनको 100% इक्विटी में नहीं डालना है। वो दे कैन नॉट टॉलरेट दैट काइंड ऑफ अ वोलेटिलिटी, दे कैन नॉट टॉलरेट नेगेटिव रिटर्न्स। तो आप क्या करेंगे? आप 30%, 40%, 50% उसमें डेट भी देंगे, गोल्ड भी देंगे, सोवरेन गोल्ड बॉन्ड्स देंगे, या गोल्ड ETF देंगे, या गोल्ड फंड्स देंगे, उनको ऑफशोर फीडर फंड्स देंगे। आप उनको डेट AIF देंगे। अगर HNI और अल्ट्रा HNI फैमिली है तो यू कैन गिव देम डेट AIF, you can give them long short AIF, and the returns are anywhere between 8 to 15%. Now the best part about NCD, नॉन कन्वर्टेबल डिबेंचर, जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं कि वो आपको क्यों देखना चाहिए, उसमें मंथली, क्वार्टरली, एनुअली पे आउट होते हैं। ना सपोज कीजिए अगर मेरे क्लाइंट के पास 3 लाख रुपए हैं, उसको वो पार्क करना है 2-3 साल के लिए, मैं उसे इक्विटी में तो नहीं डाल सकता। अगर मैं उसे एक सिंपल 10% बॉन्ड में भी डाल दूं एक जो हमारा एनसीडी है जो सिंपल 10% देता है, तो वो कितना देगा? वो 30,000 रुपीज पर मंथ, पर एनम देगा, 3 lakhs में। अगर वो मंथली दे रहा है तो वो मेरे को 2,500 के आसपास पर मंथ देगा। करेक्ट। मैं उसको 3 लाख रुपए इन्वेस्ट करके 3 लाख रुपए 1 साल बाद निकाल सकता हूँ, लेकिन इस बीच में जो मेरे हर महीने 2,500 3,000 रुपए, 2,500 to 3,000 रुपीज दैट आई एम गेटिंग, आई कैन डिप्लॉय इट इन एसआईपी। तो ये डबल इंजन सरकार बन जाती है कि एक तरफ आपका बॉन्ड है, एनसीडी है, विच इज अर्निंग 10%, कीपिंग योर कैपिटल प्रोटेक्टेड बिकॉज इट इज ओनली फॉर 1 year या 2 year या 3 year। यू कैन नॉट पुट इन इक्विटी, बट कैन आई स्टिल अर्न 10%, 12%, 13%, 14% आउट ऑफ दैट? द आंसर इज यस। And when I earn that 10%, 12%, 14% return, that 3 lakh rupees generating 3,000 rupees per month for me, that can go into an SIP. And we have seen the power of doing 10,000 rupees of SIP for 25 years. And the beautiful part is, in all of these bonds and NCD, you will earn anywhere between 0.8 to 1.2% upfront revenue. तो जब आप म्यूचुअल फंड कर रहे हैं और अपना ट्रेल कमीशन बिल्डअप कर रहे हैं ओवर नेक्स्ट 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, there are products you can do in the interim to get that upfront revenue to keep your household income taken care of.
Right, sir. So there lies a significant opportunity in that market also. Via bonds we
Absolutely.
can do. Right.
Absolutely.
सर एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन मेरा और है, फिर उसके बाद आई थिंक हम क्वेश्चन आंसर राउंड के लिए आई कैन लीव द हाउस ओपन. My next question is, can you tell us something about unlisted also, like pre-IPO equity opportunities के बारे में भी, if you want to tell us
बिल्कुल
something.
बिल्कुल
Yeah.
अनुज, आई थिंक दैट इज वन ऑफ द यूएसपी एंड स्पेशलिटी दैट वी हैव एट सेंट्रिसिटी. सो हमने बात की अभी म्यूचुअल फंड के बारे में. सर वी विल कम टू द क्यू एन ए, एक साथ क्यू एन ए करते हैं हम. बॉन्ड्स और एनसीडी में ट्रेल कमीशन नहीं होता है सर, अपफ्रंट ही होता है. राइट, दिस इज फॉर एवरीवन्स बेनिफिट. अगर मैं जैसे एक एग्जांपल है, अभी मैं एक एग्जांपल क्विकली समझा देता हूँ. एक कीर्तना करके है, कीर्तना एक एनबीएफसी है, कीर्तना फाइनेंस करके, विच was started by पद्मजा रेड्डी, मैडम पद्मजा रेड्डी, who was earlier the founder and okay, sure, sir, sure. So, who was earlier the founder for Spandana Spurti, which is a listed company. एंड वो लोग गोल्ड लोन्स करते हैं, एमएफआई लोन्स करते हैं, स्मॉल हाउस होल्ड लोन्स करते हैं, वो सब करते हैं, एंड दे हैव बीन ग्रोइंग ब्यूटिफुली. About 3-4 years back, Padmaja Reddy started this company called Kirtana Finance along with her other, peers. The company has been growing beautifully. Within 3 to 4 years, they have crossed 6,000 crores of AUM. एंड ये जो पेपर है जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं, वेयर यू कैन अर्न एनीवेयर बिटवीन 11-11.5% फॉर योर क्लाइंट्स, इज गोल्ड बैक्ड लोन्स. तो होता क्या है, ये कीर्तना क्या करती है, अगर आज मेरे पास गोल्ड है, 100 रुपए का गोल्ड है, आई विल गो टू कीर्तना एंड से कि यू कीप दिस 100 रुपीज ऑफ गोल्ड, गिव मी 75-80 रुपीज ऑफ लोन अगेंस्ट इट. तो मेरे लिए एज ए कीर्तना, एज ए एनबीएफसी, आई एम प्रोटेक्टेड, क्योंकि मैंने आपसे 100 रुपए का गोल्ड ले लिया और आपको सिर्फ 70 रुपए का लोन दिया है. राइट, और वो लोन भी जो मैं देता हूँ वो 14 से 18% के बीच में देता हूँ, एज आई हैव 18%, राइट, 14 to 18%. And उसमें as a NCD, this debenture, what I have done is I go to the market, I raise money so that I can lend this money for gold loans. तो हम ये जो पेपर ले रहे हैं इसके पीछे क्या है, गोल्ड बैक्ड लोन्स हैं. Therefore, we have a collateral. It's a secured paper. You can easily make 11% plus kind of yield for your clients for almost 30 months. And it will pay a monthly coupon as well. Now imagine you park 10 lakh rupees or 3 lakh rupees, right? And you earn 11% on this, which means you're earning almost 3,000 rupees per month. You can keep doing SIP for 3 years. After 3 years or 2.5 years, you can reinvest this money and again earn that 1.2% upfront revenue on this. So one, you're earning on this NCD, you're giving 10% plus kind of yield for your clients, and then you are also using the monthly cash flow for SIPs. तो डबल इंजन सरकार या डबल इंजन इनकम जिसको बोलते हैं, कैन हैपन फॉर यू. तो नाउ लेट्स कम टू द अनलिस्टेड इक्विटी. व्हाट इज अनलिस्टेड इक्विटी? अब आप देखिए, जब भी कोई कंपनी आईपीओ के लिए आती है, उससे पहले वो अनलिस्टेड होती है. जब आईपीओ के लिए आ गई है, वो लिस्ट हो गई है किसी एक्सचेंज पे, या तो एनएससी पे या बीएससी पे या दोनों पे। हमारे पास दो एक्सचेंजेस है, नेशनल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज एंड बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज। कोई भी कंपनी आती है उस पर लिस्ट होती है, लेकिन लिस्टिंग से पहले वो एक प्रोसेस के थ्रू जाती है। वो एक स्टार्टअप होती है, फिर वो ग्रो करती है, वो स्टैब्लिश होती है, वो फंड रेज करती है, राइट, एंड इट स्टार्ट्स ट्रेडिंग इन द अनलिस्टेड मार्केट। एंड वहां पे सबसे बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी जो आइडेंटिफाई हमने की है कि वैल्यूएशंस लिस्टेड मार्केट से कम होती इन कंपनी में। तो जो कंपनी 20%, 25%, 30%, 25%, 30% कैगर से ग्रो कर रही है अपना बिजनेस, राइट, and it is not available in the listed market, we do our due diligence, we do our homework, we do our thorough forensics and investigation before picking a company. अब कैसी कंपनीज हम उठाते हैं? एसबीआई एएमसी, इट इज वन ऑफ द लार्जेस्ट एएमसी इन द कंट्री, करेक्ट, which is doing mutual fund business and growing, almost 20-25% CAGR on a year basis, the highest AUM that they control in the industry. उनके पियर्स जो हैं, उनके जो कंपटीशन है, निपॉन है, एचडीएफसी है, आईसीआईसीआई इज अ लिस्टेड कंपनी, बट एसबीआई एमसी इज अ अनलिस्टेड कंपनी। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि जब हम अनलिस्टेड में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं या कंपनीज आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं, हम सिर्फ स्टार्टअप्स देखते हैं या फिर पंटिंग करते हैं कि ये या तो जीरो हो जाएगा या वन हो जाएगा। नहीं, ये कंपनीज वो हैं जिनका स्टैब्लिश्ड बिजनेस है, विच हैव बीन ग्रोइंग एट 20-25% CAGR प्लस, एंड विच आर अवेलेबल एट अ डिस्काउंट फ्रॉम देयर कॉम्पिटिशन एंड peer set which are listed in the market। अब मैं एक और एग्जांपल लेता हूँ। एयरपोर्ट्स के बारे में तो सब आजकल इतने लोग ट्रैवल करते हैं, फ्लाई करते हैं। कितने लिस्टेड एयरपोर्ट है कंट्री में? एक, जीएमआर इंफ्रा। सर सीआईएल लिस्टेड नहीं है, मैं उसी पे आ रहा हूं। जो लिस्टेड है वो सिर्फ जीएमआर है, और जीएमआर इज अ लॉस मेकिंग एयरपोर्ट। उसका कंपटीशन कौन है? कोचिन इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट, राइट। अब कोचिन इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट इज अ अनलिस्टेड एंटिटी बट प्रॉफिटेबल। It is having one of the highest growth in terms of number of increase in passengers. And Tata is going to put, a huge amount of money into Cochin International Airport to set up, their own eateries there, to set up a lot of things, in Cochin International Airport. In fact, Cochin International Airport is now doing an expansion also in terms of number of, strips and everything. So it is an unlisted company. Now, there are a lot of such companies which are available in the unlisted market where we do a thorough due diligence. We bring it to our partners. The best part is in unlisted equity, यू कैन डिसाइड हाउ मच यू वांट टू अर्न। आप डिसाइड करिए आपको 2% मार्जिन रखना है कि 3% मार्जिन रखना है कि 5% मार्जिन रखना है। अब मैं कोई शेयर हो जो आपके पास लेके आया हूँ, जैसे बहुत सारी कंपनीज हमने की हैं और वो लिस्ट भी हो गई हैं। टाटा टेक हमने की थी, हमने 400 के आसपास शुरू किया था, उसका आईपीओ 800 पे आया था और फाइनली 1300 के आसपास उसकी लिस्टिंग हुई थी। So there were a lot of partners who participated between 400 to 800 and kept 2% margin, 3% margin, 5% margin. We did वारी एनर्जी। वारी एनर्जी भी हमने स्टार्ट किया था और वो ऑलमोस्ट डबल हो गया है विद इन अ ईयर, राइट। हमने इक्सिगो में पार्टिसिपेशन किया था। अब हमारे पास बहुत सारी कंपनीज है जो हमने अपने सेंट्रिसिटी प्राइवेट इंडेक्स में डाली हुई अनलिस्टेड कंपनीज, और वो हमारे पार्टनर्स लेते हैं हमारे पास। जब भी एनएससी आता है वी टेक इट टू आवर पार्टनर्स। ये तो सबसे बड़ी आयरनी है दुनिया की कि एनएससी पे जाके सारी कंपनीज लिस्ट होती है और एनएससी खुद अनलिस्टेड है, लेकिन इट इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट एक्सचेंज। एक तो डुओपोली है, देयर आर ओनली टू एक्सचेंज इन द कंट्री, एनएससी और बीएससी, and NSE controls almost 90% plus FNO volumes in the country, right? And it is growing at more than 25% CAGR. Profitability देख लीजिए, top line देख लीजिए, it is one of the best companies in the listed market that you can look at. हम NSE को 2200 के आसपास, 2200 के आसपास से हम प्री बोनस की बात कर रहा हूँ, एंड टुडे आज अगर हम देखें तो इट इज क्लोजिंग क्लोज टू 7500 to 8000 levels in the unlisted market pre bonus, post bonus it is in the band of 1700 levels, if you were to look at it, 1650 to 1700 plus kind of levels in the market. So the good part is when it is unlisted you are in the driving seat. You can decide what is the kind of margin you want to keep for yourself, 2%, 3%, 5%। आप अगर 1 लाख का ट्रांजैक्शन कर रहे हैं तो आप उसमें 2,000 रुपये अपफ्रंट कमा सकते हैं. And the good part is when you're doing NCDs and bonds, you can make upfront revenue for yourself. While parallelly keep doing PMS, AIF, and mutual fund, keep building a book. I think everyone should target that they should have, 100 clients with 10,000 rupees of SIP, and they should reach upwards of 200 crores of AUM in next 25 years.
Right, sir. Right. So,
And yeah, Anuj, just a sec. Let me check if I have that Centricity Private Index. I could have shown to everyone what are the kind of companies that we have picked up. Anyhow, let me just show one last video, Anuj,
sure,
and
sir.
then we can open it for Q&A. Basically, what I want to show is what is Centricity really offering for its partner and how we are converting them into an MFD.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, just a sec. Let me know if you can hear it.
And unpredictable. As an investment professional,
Yes,
you are constantly faced with making timely investment decisions for your clients using complex data. The one-size-fits-all propositions currently available are dominated by error-prone manual processes, reporting and analytical tools which can't keep up with your clients' increasingly sophisticated portfolios. Is your business geared for growth, where every investor has unique fears, needs, and wants? This is where One Digital can help. As a tech-driven infrastructure platform for investment professionals, One Digital powers your growth through personalization, investment intelligence, and user experience that is simple yet empowering, fast and yet secure. One Digital gives you more time to focus on your clients, your brand, and growing your income. Signing up on One Digital not only helps you onboard new clients and digitally complete KYC processes, but also execute multi-asset, multi-product transactions. A comprehensive and unbiased investment product listing and compare tool helps you choose the best product for your client. The state-of-the-art advisor dashboard offers an eagle-eye view of your client families and insights on total AUM, revenues, client birthdays, anniversaries, etc. A pre-meeting playbook allows you to design customized model portfolios for clients through a journey consisting of risk assessment, strategic asset allocation, and IPS guardrails. Generate tactical portfolio deployment proposals on the fly through the Quick Invest engine. Create portfolios as per your client's goals through the Goal Planning tool. Generate aggregated client portfolios across multiple entities, instruments, and even multiple advisors as held-away portfolios. Assess exposure, understand risk, and make the best decisions for your clients. Save hours spent on manual data aggregation. Get a consolidated 360-degree view of your client's total wealth, including unlisted personal investments, real estate holdings, insurance holdings, loans, fixed deposits. The One Digital admin screen allows you to add users, map their roles, themes, and even modify domains as per your brand image. Our goal is to help build your practice, scale your AUM, and grow your incomes. Trusted by investment professionals across India.
I think there are a lot more things to cover, but let's open it for Q&A.
Yes,
Otherwise,
yes, and
people will.
thank you so much. So, before I proceed,
Anuj, just before, I just want to summarize what is Centricity's One Digital proposition. Why is it called One Digital? हमने इसका नाम One Digital क्यों रखा है अपने प्लेटफॉर्म का? हाँ, One Digital is built on 4 platforms, 4 pillars. Number 1, product marketplace. तो चाहे वो कॉर्पोरेट एफडी हो, म्यूचुअल फंड हो, PMS ho, AIF ho, we have more than 44 AMCs on mutual fund side. We have more than 50 PMS, more than 30 AIF with us. We have unlisted and listed equity. We have bonds and NCDs. We have, insurance license has come and we are going live with our own insurance LI and GI within 1.5 months. So it will be an opportunity for both insurance agent as well as MFDs. जो MFDs हैं वो insurance कर सकते हैं और जो insurance agents हैं they can start selling mutual funds, PMS and AIF, unlisted and listed equity and bonds. We have loan against mutual fund and loan against securities. So all the products we have covered from corporate FD to global investments. आपके, if you may have NRI clients, you may have offshore clients, you may have clients who want to send money outside, or NRI clients who want to send money into India and invest, उसके लिए भी हमारा पूरा प्रोपोजिशन है, चाहे वो गिफ्ट सिटी हो, चाहे वो NRI हो, राइट? NRE NRO अकाउंट है, PMS AIF, एवरीथिंग इज अवेलेबल. That is pillar number one. Pillar number two, yes, we have applied for discount broking. We are going to get our own broking license as well, Mr. Mahesh. And currently we have tied up with Axis Securities. तो और हमारी जो मैंने बताया था आपको, सचिन जसूजा जो हमारे को फाउंडर हैं, ही टेक्स केयर ऑफ द लिस्टेड इक्विटी एंड अनलिस्टेड इक्विटी. एंड वहाँ पे हमारी एक डीलर डेस्क है, हमारे इक्विटी एनालिस्ट हैं. तो अगर आपके क्लाइंट्स हैं हु वांट टू ट्रेड इनटू लिस्टेड इक्विटी एज वेल, we can open Axis Securities account and we can create a portfolio. We can manage those portfolios with your clients and do the trading as well. And again, you can decide how much is the brokerage you want to charge, and there'll be a sharing on that brokerage with you. And आने वाले टाइम में within 6 months we are expecting our own broking license to come. So we will also have discount broking as a proposition so that you don't lose your business to Zerodha or Grow even on a direct equity side. Right? So discount broking is there, insurance license has come, we have listed, unlisted equity, we have bonds and NCDs, we have offshore investments, we have NRI proposition, we have gift city proposition, everything which comes under the gamut of wealth management वो हमने कवर किया है. तो पहला हमारा पिलर है प्रोडक्ट मार्केट प्लेस. वी हैव क्रिएटेड एन अमेजॉन ऑफ फाइनेंशियल प्रोडक्ट्स, नंबर वन. नंबर टू, प्रोडक्ट्स तो हैं, एग्जीक्यूशन कैपेबिलिटी होनी चाहिए. ऑलमोस्ट 80-85% ऑफ दीज प्रोडक्ट्स कैन बी एग्जीक्यूटेड डिजिटली विदाउट पेपर वर्क. some pms and aif some pms and aif will be done physically, and that we will help. And just to give you an example, abhi recently in last 1 quarter we have done transaction across Singapore, Australia, Dubai and US for our partners where clients were NRIs and they wanted to do PMS and AIF. We have done transaction there also, and we have helped them in doing that. Number three is रिपोर्टिंग, एमआईसिंग एंड एनालिटिक्स. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अगर आपके क्लाइंट्स का पोर्टफोलियो हमारे साथ नहीं भी है और बाहर है, इवन दैट रिपोर्टिंग कैन हैपन, हेल्ड अवे रिपोर्टिंग थ्रू ई कैश, राइट? एक 5 मिनट में यू कैन जनरेट एन ई कैश रिपोर्ट एंड इट विल बी अपलोडेड ऑन आवर सिस्टम विद इन 5 minutes on one digital with full analytics, full portfolio allocation, how much is large, mid and small cap, how much is equity and debt, how much is top holdings, full analytics within 5 minutes. तो अगर आप चाहे नए HNI, अल्ट्रा HNI क्लाइंट के पास जा रहे हैं, नए प्रोस्पेक्ट के पास जा रहे हैं, आप उनका पोर्टफोलियो विदिन 5 minutes you can do a complete analytics. So that is the third pillar, a strong reporting, consolidated reporting, analytics, everything. It is available, sir, already on one digital. It is available. Number 4 is knowledge, training and development and upskilling, because ये बहुत जरूरी है. Market is changing on a daily basis, right? Things are changing on a daily basis. We need to upgrade our own knowledge. We need to be in line with what is happening in the industry, in line with what are the technological advancement happening, what are the new products that are coming, what are the new concepts and ideas coming, how we can make returns for our clients as well as for ourselves. So these are the 4 pillars on which One Digital is built, and everything is now available on digital format, and that's why we have named it One Digital. That's my last pitch. Now I'm open for Q&A.
Thank you so much, Anirudh. Thank you so much for this beautiful presentation. And I should say this is one of the best presentation on business opportunity plan that I've heard till now. So I'm literally very, very thank you so much. Thanks. So now I request everybody to please ask questions if any. So आप direct अपना, you can unmute yourself. You can raise your hand and then I'll allow you to speak. First way is this. Second way, you can ask your question on the chat box also. So दोनों तरीके से आप question पूछ सकते हैं, please. So one question is, are you saying there is no other platform like Centricity?
So that is for you to judge, but I can tell you one thing. As of now, having the entire product, consolidated reporting, MISing, analytics, and the focus that we have on knowledge and development, we haven't come across any platform which is consolidated in that way.
Yeah. So Bulletproof Finance Hub. So please, thank you so much for joining. First of all, your feedback, and then your questions, sir, please.
Sure. Anuj, you are a great trainer when it comes to NISM 5A course in Centrishala. But a lot of people from South and Anirudh sir, you would realize many of them, especially from Tamil Nadu or probably I think from Kerala also, I think they seem to be blocked about Hindi. And they say that wish we can have something in Hindi. Is there a way that Anuj's thing could be dubbed into English? That is one question.
The NISM module, Anuj, the
I,
NISM module
yeah,
that you have done in Hindi, we need to create it in English as well.
because a lot of
Yeah.
people that
Point
I
taken,
had,
sir. You don't have to explain, sir.
Okay.
Point taken.
Sir, when it comes to this unlisted equity, as of now, the challenge we are facing, and I found that a lot of people were passing on the same information as is being received from Shankar sir. Is there a way that you could, if you say it's a 2% is a margin, you say 2, 4, 5, whatever that thing is, if at least we have something, because for each of us to individually go add the 2%, at least for us to sort of get a taste of it, like if 2% is a average margin, क्या आप इस तरीके से कर सकते हैं that you can give us a list of the ones unlisted equities that are available with a 2% markup so that we can straight away forward it?
No, sir, we don't want to do that. इसका reason है.
Okay.
See, you are saying कि मेरे को 2% markup पे दे दो. It's a very simple exercise.
Sir,
You
for
can
me, it
create.
is the challenge of manpower. That's the thing, like when it comes to us, we are able to forward
Sir,
it.
I'll tell you a very
Okay.
simple solution.
Okay.
Mr. Mahesh, I'll tell you a very simple solution. Shankar forwards you unlisted equity price on a daily basis, correct? There are those 15, 20 names which are constant only. I mean, 15 names are constant, only 2 or 3 names changes here and there.
Okay.
What you can do is create an Excel sheet for yourself with those 20 names, right?
Okay.
Or you can I can ask Shankar to create it one time
Yeah.
with the current prices, your margin, right? You can add the margin and the final price. So when
Okay.
you're sending to your clients on a daily basis, all you have to do is change the current price that Shankar is sharing with you. It won't take more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Hide the margin column, hide the BD price, or rather your partner price column. Just say the name and the client price with your margin. Just hide 2 columns, take a pic and send it to your clients.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, for our business, we can do that much, right? So 2%.
No, because what happens is recently when you had the NSE block, which you had recently got, so I know of many people who forwarded the same price to the end customer. It's a different thing that probably not many came back. But if we have this kind of a thing, and is it possible, sir, to have a WhatsApp, central WhatsApp, like most other companies, distributors do, of it coming automatically instead of, a person having to send? Is that possible?
So what we are doing, sir,
Because
and
sometimes
already.
Shankar sir is also on business and on trips and all. So something, like everyday morning or something, it can be automatically triggered as a broadcast list. So we get it from whoever in your team is doing it.
So feedback taken, sir. Already
Thank
we are
you.
working on the unlisted module and we are going live very soon. In fact, that enhancement has happened. So what will happen is you can log in on one digital platform. You can go on the unlisted module and you can check the prices. You can block the deals. You can decide what is the margin and everything can happen from there itself.
Okay, sir. So there's one point in that, you have this SWP calculator.
Yes.
In that, what I find is the most important part of SWP calculator, which is available in almost all the downloadable one, is the inflation indicator. Now here, if you put it, that thing is missing. I had informed it to Shankar sir also.
Okay.
If you look at the SWP thing, so in SWP, one, you will have a certain inflation taking place. It will not be the constant amount throughout. So most downloadable SWP calculators has an inflation thing and also has got something that you can increase. This year it is 50,000. Next year I want to increase it by 6%, and my payout would also increase. So if you have a look at it, you will know. Anyone
Anuj, if you can please note down, or Hari, if you can please note down this feedback.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Two feedbacks here. One, inflation to be added as a part of the calculation. Number two, variable input and output.
Sir, if you want, if you have an email or somebody or any number, I can send you what I normally use. It's just a
Sir, you can
download
share
thing.
it with Shankar. He will forward it to the relevant.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your feedback and thanks for your question, sir. Mr. Mahesh has raised his hand. Mahesh ji, please आप अपना question पूछिए, sir. Mahesh ji.
Mahesh ji, you can unmute yourself. आप unmute कर लीजिए.
ठीक है. Meanwhile, Bhavna and Krishna, they have written something very good about centricity. So, ma'am, I have unmuted you, so I and will like to interact with you.
Yeah,
so please
definitely,
go on.
Anish. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So actually, my name is Jaikant, and my kids also use this. I was not able to change the
Acha,
name.
okay,
That's why
okay, no
it's
problem. Yes.
displaying the name.
Sure.
You can call me Jay. So I am actually on a career transition path. I have about close to 28 years in the IT industry, playing a delivery role manager, and recently moving into this because I like personal finance as a space. And then so I'm moving into this kind of a career transition. I'm happy with the way that so far things have turned out with centricity. There is a huge amount of follow up from Nuama to earlier when I was an individual investor. I used to work with somebody and he moved to Nuama and he has been following up with me for onboarding with them. I've been resisting till last week also he called, but then happy with how things have been.
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
So I think, one of the question was, is there any other platform? I think apart from, Centricity, one other platform that I could relate is Nuama. Of course, they're also listed, and I think I understood from Anirudh that we are also, having a, path towards going that, route, right? So, but then happy with the offering so far. The platform has been easy, and I've onboarded 3, 4 clients. As I said, I've just started this journey, but then it's been very easy. Even one of the NRI customers that I onboarded, there was enough support from the the RM side, specifically Hari sir and Maha from Coimbatore. So happy with this and the session, right? The previous one I attended last month was conducted by or anchored by Faraz and Ishkaran. Again, amazing insights from that session and today as well, Anirudh. So just wanted to
Great.
take a moment and then appreciate all this. Keep this going. Really happy with the fact that I got onboarded with Simplicity.
Thank you so much, sir. And I can promise you one thing. The platform, the way it is evolving in next 1.5 years, once we have enough data and enough number crunching and the AI gets activated completely on the dashboard, we will blow your mind, not just yours, your clients also. And then you will not
Absolutely.
even need to ask this question, which is the best platform in the country.
Yeah, agreed. And one of the key things that made me, stick to centricity or immediately take it the moment Maha gave me that presentation, right? Coming from the IT background, I was actually blown away, knowing that it's a startup and the things that you've thought through and built into the platform. This was in March or April timeframe, and we have moved, quite made, some features, right? Even yesterday, I got to know from Hari that there's a way to identify underperforming or stressed, investments that are there. So all these are really good. So absolutely, Anirudh, thank you so much for this session. Please keep all these monthly sessions going. So it's really very, very helpful.
Certainly, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words. Mr. Mahesh, sir, you can please go ahead with your question, sir. Mr. Mahesh. Mahesh ji, please अपना question पूछिए.
Meanwhile, Anuj, just see in the chat if there are certain unanswered questions which we need to
Yeah.
cover.
So there are 1 or 2 questions on payout. So how different is centricity in payouts than a AMC and GST on brokerage income?
Okay. So, two parts, let's look at this. What we can do is I can show you one calculation that we have done in terms of how we are better than, say a certain specific competition, and multiple of them we have taken into account. just to give you a glimpse as to how we are placed on our commission. And I would request whoever is your relationship manager or branch manager who's interacting with you can share the brokerage structure also with you. You can go through it, right? We are very competitive. I won't say that we are always the best. No, we are not. There'll be some products where we are the best or some products we are competitive. But if I look at overall proposition, with platform, with product, with PMS AIF, with unlisted, where you can keep a good margin for yourself, 2 to 5% or even higher if you want. But we suggest typically keep it in 2 to 5%. NCDs and bonds where you can make it easily 1.5 or 2%, depending on which NCD bond you're taking and the tenure. All of that put together, the earning capability with us is much higher because of the multiple products, because of the multiple asset classes, because of the multiple options available for you on the trail as well as upfront side. And now let me just share one slide where we have done a simple comparison with the competition. Let me know if it's visible for you guys.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Right? We have picked up a few funds, well-known funds which people have, done a lot in last few months and quarters. Bajaj, Bandhan, HDFC, ICICI, Quant. Now, first of all, most of these funds are not even available. A lot of these AMCs are not available with the largest of the NDs in the country, national distributors. We are unbiased, right? We have more than 44, 45 AMCs that we have tied up with. You like a particular fund, please go ahead, do it. While we also prepare one digital reckoner on a monthly basis so that you can see, if you don't want to do your own slicing and dicing for 4,000, 5,000 funds, you can just look at one digital reckoner and go and recommend or start discussion with your clients. Now, here's what we have done. Assuming that you were to invest, 1 CR across your clients into each of these funds, you would have invested about 10 CR, right? This is a trail percentage with centricity. When we prepared this slide, you would have earned 7.97 lakhs per annum basis, the yearly trail, right? The trail with X, which is our competition, and I'm talking about a big national distributor here, you would have earned a 4.97. This is the difference that we are talking about. A 60% difference on put together these funds. And this is just an example. When you will look at PMS, AIF, see, most of the other people or distributors are not even having access to these boutique funds. Most of the PMS and AIF that we have are in the band of 0.8 to 1.2 to 1.3% trail commission on PMS. There are a few AIF, we have upfront commission and a mix of upfront as well as trail commission. Yes, Mr. Purushottam.
Yeah, hi. So very nice presentation so far. I have a question regarding this. See, what happens typically with the startups is just to get the client's foot in the door and to gather more and more AUM. So typically in the initial years, there could be more payout. However, down the line, because the startups are themselves, funded by investors, and investors themselves in return would expect some returns. So over the years, it is very much likely that, or possible that, those kind of payouts may not last, and they will eventually come down to the base level or whatever minimum that the market offers. So how do you
Great question. Great question,
yeah.
Mr. Purushottam. Let me answer that right there. Okay, great question. See, when you're dependent only on mutual fund and you know that the TR ratios are going down, your earnings are going down, it is bound to happen. But that's the business acumen and the mindset that we started with, that we will not do just mutual fund. We are doing PMS and AIF where the trail commissions or upfront commissions are good, right? And it's very healthy for you and it's very healthy for us. We are doing unlisted and listed equity. We are doing bonds and NCDs. Again, you can keep a good margin for yourself. We also keep some margin for ourselves, which is sustainable. We are going to get into NBFC as well eventually, right? With the further, growth and fundraise, our game plan is that we will have our own NBFC, which will support a lot of lending that we want to do internally, whether it is loan against mutual fund, loan against securities. There'll be certain AIFs or bonds that you may want to take it to your clients and want to leverage as well, so that client can put only 25-30% or 40% from his pocket. Rest can be funded by the NBFC. Then we have got our insurance license, right? So insurance, I don't need to tell you that what are the kind of business opportunity that we have, the kind of commissions that we have. Then we are coming with discount broking. Then we have offshore investment, gift city investment. If I club it all together, we are not dependent only on mutual fund, only on reducing TR ratio. And therefore, in the first question which Anuj asked, are you sustainable? Are you there for the long term? I had shown a split of our AUM, right? And that too, it was about August. Today we are almost 6,600 crores, and our split is well diversified across mutual fund, PMS, AI, bond, unlisted, everything.
Okay, okay. But my central question was in fact, I mean, I assume now, I'm just assuming that many of the users of your platform would are more likely to be mutual fund distributors. So their bread and butter is going to come from that AUM, which they go on catering over a long period of time. So, if the commissions decrease, which they have typically, I come from a tier 2 city, now that they have stopped that B30 commission. Okay, so I can feel the pain of that. Uh, so something that kind of happening will really pinch us in the long run.
Correct. Correct. And that's why it's very important, Mr. Purushottam, for you to diversify your business also beyond mutual fund.
Yeah, yeah. So I have another question. You spoke about listed equities, right? Now, as a mutual fund distributor and not as a not being an RIA, how do we cater to listed equities? I mean, it's beyond the scope of regulations, beyond our scope in terms of regulations. If we are true to the word of SEBI, so how do we cater to that?
So currently, it's a distribution model that we have set up, and we have our own unlisted desk. What we do is typically where a partner wants to engage with our listed equity desk, or their clients want to do it, they can engage with our dealers and analysts, and they can buy and sell. So here you don't have to really get involved in terms of advisory, buying and selling recommendation. You can put the client who's very active across to our listed desk, who has all the required certifications.
Okay, okay, okay. Great. Thank you, sir.
Right. Same is with PMS and yeah. Say for example, we are saying you don't need to take the PMS certification. That's what Centricity is providing. We have our teams and our branches who have got certified on PMS, and you can do it as a sub broker under us, no problem.
Typically, the problem that normally a person like me who is coming from a tier 2 city or tier 3 city, in fact, so is that not many of the customers would be in that category of PMS or AIF. Okay, most of them would be mutual fund investors, or they might go for 10 lakh, 20 lakh, 30 lakhs at the most of so that kind of bracket. They are looking for direct equity, but that kind of product is not really available. That is available in the form of small cases or some research analyst, whatever product they sell. Okay, so now as a distributor, we cannot distribute small cases also. So that model has not been devised so far. I also did not find any platform, including the small case itself, where the distributors are able to distribute the small cases. So I was wondering if Centricity has come up, or you have any baskets of equity baskets, let's just say, so that can be pitched to the clients without
Yeah,
being
yeah. We
without
have
being
we
wary
have
of.
our own model portfolio, which we have been tracking for last 1.5, 2 years, and it has done fantastically well. Sachin and team have delivered superb returns, right? So what can be done is, for 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs, anything less than 50 lakh, you want to create a portfolio, you can do that on direct equity side. Number two, there's a new asset class which is going to come up. SEBI is already discussing it, which is 10 lakh, category. There's a new asset class which is going to come, and once that goes live, you can be rest assured that we will do all possible tie-ups to make it available for our clients and partners. No, we are not doing small case.
Okay, great. Thanks.
I had a
There was a
small
question on the
suggestion.
group about small case. We are not doing small case.
I had a small suggestion. I was thinking, if you could, since you are a tech platform, probably you could gamify what an ideal financial products distributor can earn, and you list all the different products, not in the minute detail like mutual fund, loan against security, AIF, etc., etc. And then you show, just like what we play with a SIP calculator, we see, okay, if we increase SIP, put a 10% increase each year, have a higher rate of return, how much we would. So that
So
way,
we don't need to
giving,
gamify it, sir. We already have a calculator. The reason we are not gamifying it, because there are a lot more important and quintessential developments that we need to do on the platform first before getting into the gaming zone, or rather gamifying it. What we have is a calculator. AUM calculator and commission calculator. If you remember, I had shown a SIP calculator. In that, there's a lump sum also. There's a PMS AIF calculator. You can put the brokerages, the amounts, how you want to plan your business, everything can be done. Please reach out to Shankar. He will share it with you.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think we can end the session now. There are no more questions left and no more
Anirudh,
hands has been
Anuj,
raised.
one last question in line with what Mr. Purushottam was asking, right? So once Centricity gets the brokerage license, will it be possible for us, right, for all the partners to, get access, right? For example, we can register with the NSE Cash or BSE Cash segment, and then, take a terminal-like approach and then do, trading for all the customers who are specifically looking for equities. Is that something that is in the pipeline, or is the model only through like a
See,
dealer where we call
see,
the desk?
So the point is, for a terminal license, there's a minimum, volume that you need, minimum business, minimum volume, because terminal also comes with its own cost. But what we are going to provide in the current avatar, like we have a team and we are doing it, even the discount broking will be available and the clients can do it, themselves. So yes, you can engage with clients and, get it executed for your clients also. Either they can do it themselves, they can get it done through our desk, both options will be available. And of course, once we get it, by then, it is about 5 to 6 months away. A lot, many things will evolve in terms of business decisions.
Right.
Okay, thank you, Anirudh. And at the start of the session, Mr. Mahesh was asking, how do you plan to expand the business? Is it through franchisee model? Was one of his questions. So anything on that, Anirudh? How is that going to be? Is it, are you planning to bring in the DSA model, or any thoughts on that?
No, so as of now, we are not planning to get any DSA model. But yes, say for example, if you also want to become an agency, if you think you have a very solid network and influence on, creating other partners and drive business for them, you can explore, you can speak to the respective branch managers, and you can explore becoming an agency with us.
All right, thank you so much, Anirudh.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
So I think thank you so much, everybody, for asking me a question. We can end the session now. Any closing remarks, Anirudh, sir? Otherwise, we can end the session.
I think the closing remark is very simple. India is a great, great opportunity. We are at it's a golden opportunity. We are at having a dream run in terms of markets, in terms of opportunity that lies ahead of us, in terms of demographic and the population. Everything is in the right place. All we need to do is go out, get clients, get money. You all have seen the power of SIP. You all have seen the power of compounding. Just believe in it and keep going.
Right. And if you need any learning and development support, we are here. We are here for all the product trainings for you. Right. So Hari is there for South. In North, I'm taking care of the trainings part, and whatever all the products that we have, talk that we did talk in this session, like PMS, AIF. So individually, we will start the sessions, we'll start the training sessions for you, right? So we are at Centricity, we are looking forward for all our learning and development of our partners. So by this, thank you so much, everybody, for joining in today. Thank you so much. our esteemed partners, that you have taken time out on this Saturday afternoon. And thank you so much, Anirudh sir, for your time today. And that was a very beautiful presentation, I should say. And thank you so much, our BD team members, NTCity BD team members. You know, they are doing a phenomenal job, right? So it's a great learning
Right.
experience for everybody. Thank you so much, guys.
Well, thank you. Thank you.